Go to WhatsApp section of dashboard. Click on Bot Manager and scroll down to Message Template. Then scroll down to Template Variables. Here we have to create the variables that we will use in the template. So I'm going to make 3 variables over here. So click on Create, and the first one is Product List. Product List. And click on Save. But remember, you can only use alphanumeric value over here. So I'm going to write Product List. Save. Done. After that, click on Create button again to create another variable. And this time I'm going to make total price. Save. Done. Again, click on Create button. And this time I'm going to write estimate delivery date. Estimate delivery date. And save. Now refresh this page again and scroll down to Message Template settings. Here I'm going to show how to create a message template. Now click on Create button to create the message template for your business. Then a module will pop up, and here you have to write the message template name. Since I'm going to make the message template for my e-commerce business, e-commerce shop actually, so I'm gonna use this message template for notifying my customers what their order update. So I'm gonna write order update template. But remember, since bot seller only accept alphanumeric value, so you have to write it in lowercase letter, and there should be no space between the words. So be careful from that. Then in template category, you can select from utility or marketing or auth or OTP, anything. I'm just gonna give it utility and write my main message body over here. So I'm gonna write hi. Thanks for ordering from us. Here's your details. So product list. And here you have to give the variable. So I made a product list just now. So I'm gonna select it. Okay. After that, total price. And here I have to select the total price variable that I just made. Select it. And after that, estimate delivery date. Estimate delivery date. Now select the variable. Done. After that, just say have a good day or something like that, or I have a good day. Now save it. And your message template is done. Notice that there's a button called check status. This one. If you click on it, it will let you know if your message template is approved by the WhatsApp or not. So click on it. It's gonna refresh the page, and it will show you if your message template is approved or not. So here, as you can see, it's approved. If it was not approved, it will be said denied or something like that. So my message template is approved by WhatsApp, so I can use it for Webhook workflow. So let's go. Now go back dashboard and click on Webhook workflow in WhatsApp section over here. Now click on Create button over here and give your workflow name. So I'm gonna write order update. So then select your WhatsApp account from which your customer will receive your message. And after that, choose a message template that you just created. So I'm gonna choose my message template that I created just now. Done. Create workflow. And you'll get a Webhook callback URL. We have to use this URL to get callbacks from our website. So copy the URL. And now go to your website WooCommerce setting. Then in advanced option over here, then scroll down to page setup options and click on Webhooks. Now click on Add Webhook. And it will be redirected to Webhook data page. Now settle the Webhook data. So In the name field, I'm gonna write order update webhook. In the status, I will keep it active. In the topic, I'm gonna select order update. Yes, order updated. And in the delivery URL, I'm gonna go back to and copy the webhook callback URL, copy it, and paste it in delivery URL section over here. Now save the webhook, and done. So we're almost done. Just a few more steps left. Now that we're done setting up webhook setting in WooCommerce, let's set up sample data for mapping. You can map your data many ways as you like. You have the freedom to do anything with your data. So in this video, I'm just going to show you some example, but you can explore and try other options also if you wish. So first, we need to provide sample data for mapping. So go back. I've clicked on Capture Webhook. It will capture some data from your WooCommerce store, and you'll be redirected to Webhook response mapping page. And here's the data that you collected in the raw data section. But in order to send proper information to your customer, we need to get complete order data sample from WooCommerce store. So let's go to the store and order something from there in order to get complete sample data. So I'm gonna buy something from my shop and click on this one and add to cart. This one is added, view cart. Proceed to checkout. Here, write your customer name and everything, all the details, and write the phone number and place an order. And click on Capture Webhook again. And your sample data is here, as you can see. If it didn't work for you, then keep clicking on the capture button again and again. It will take some time to load the data from WooCommerce store, so don't worry, just keep on trying. And if it still doesn't work, you can contact your support team anytime. Okay, now let's configure the response mapping. First, there is phone number option. So let's find phone number in raw data section. So scroll down in raw data, and as you can see, the phone number is under beginning section. So now type phone number, phone there, and click on it. Sometimes you might see there's a plus sign before a phone number. WhatsApp doesn't allow the plus sign, so we need to remove the sign by using formatting option. To create a formatter option, click on the new button in the data formatters section. So click on it. Now give it a name and set an action to save the formatter. So I'm gonna write phone formatter. Set an action, trim left here. And save. Next, let's move on to the product name variable. Check in the raw data section, you'll see product details under the lined item. So select the line item. As you will see here, line items. Here the product name is this. So select line item. Line items and the product name. After that, you have to create and select the formatter for this variable. So click on New button in Data Formatter section. So give it a name and set in action concat list items. And in the glue section, write this array string, write name, and save the formatter. Done. Select the formatter that you created just now. Now moving on forward. Next, there's total price variable. So select total price from the raw data. You should write total and scroll down and here. As you can see, the total price over here. Select it and create a new formatter for total price. And so click on formatter data. Write total price formatter and set action to concat left. And the blue section, same as before. For contact field, type currency and select it and save. So up next, there's delivery date variable. So I'm going to set it up just like before. So let's set it up. Up next, you can see a new section called Send Messages with a Delay. Well, it's basically a function that you can use if you want to set a delay for Webhook messages. But I'm not going to show you how to do this in this video. Thus, I'm going to show you how to do this properly in next video and describe everything in details. So wait for the next video, please. Then there's two more options. They're called Send Messages with Condition, based on condition, Callback APIs, and Assign Label. So guess what? I'm not going to show this in this video also because it takes time to show you all of this. And if I'm going to show you all of these four options in this video, it's going to be a very long video. So let's wait for next video. I will show you over there. Now says the webhook and it's done. Okay. Now let's check how it works with real data. In short, we will purchase some items from our shop, and after that, we should get a WhatsApp message automatically. And that's the goal. So let's go check it out. So at first, I'm going to go back to my shop page, and here I am, and I'm going to choose a product. Let's see. Okay, this shirt looks good. So I'm going to buy this shirt. Add to cart. I'm just going to buy one. I'll view the cart. After that, proceed to checkout. And now write your first name, last name. Everything suits fine. Just my phone number is 01. Okay, this is it. And my email address is. Okay. Now place an order. It's done. Now let's go back to dashboard for Webhooks, and this is my order update flow. So I'm going to check the report, and here it says it's processing, as you can see. Now I'll refresh the page again and go back to report. It says completed. Now let's go back to WhatsApp and check if it's there. And as expected, our order update message is here. So as you can see, the Webhook workflow works perfectly. Great. So now you know how to use Webhook workflow